It was so often in summertime when the night sky above the river becomes transparent and bright, and waters with their crazy mirror reflected not Diana's face, recalling love of bygone years. The memories of old came, being sensitive and unconcerned again. We drank the breath of gracious air in silence like inmates from jail, transferred to the grove and dale. While asleep and unaware, we were conveyed by dreams likewise, snatched back to young unhappy life. With soul in profound dejection and leaning on the granite wall, Eugenie stood in deep reflection, as by the poet was recalled, with only sentries in the quiet to call aloud in the night, and a remote carriage sound all of a sudden to come around. A solitary boat cruising could be perceived on dozing waters, and heard from the remote quarter were singing and a gallant music. But most sweet of nightly games is sound of torquate octaves. O Adriatic undulation, O Brenta, I will see its course, and full of noble inspiration, I will again hear its voice. Apollo's sons worship its tone through proud lyre of Albion. I know it, it is my own. In Italy's nocturnal gold, it's there, at liberty I stroll with the Venetian young bride, now talkative and now quiet, floating in a mystery gondola. With her my mouth will possess the tongue of love and Petrarch verse. Oh, come the hour of liberation, freedom will come and we embrace. I roam at shore in expectation, waving my hand to flying sails. Beneath the storms, defying waves, along the sea and its crossways. When shall I start my easy roaming? The shore became very boring, of elements hostile and crashing, and there, in surges of midday, below the African sun rays, I will recall the gloomy Russia, wherein I suffered and I loved, the place where I interred my heart. Onegin was prepared with me to go to strange foreign lands, but soon the destiny would see that we should part for a great length. By then his father passed away, and greedy creditors array attacked their customer in kind, each in his own frame of mind. Eugenie, hating litigation, content with assets that remained, perceiving no loss or gain, remitted it to their discretion, divining from far away his old uncle's departure day. He suddenly received indeed from uncle's manager account that uncle was on his deathbed and wouldn't be too long around. Having perused the mournful message, Eugene set out for the passage. He galloped promptly to the site, his mouth yawning very wide, preparing for the sake of money to size and boredom and deception. That was my point of inception. But coming to uncle's village running, he found him posed on the bench, ready to go off the stage. He found a court of service folks, from every quarter the dead man, attracted both friends and foes, a company of burial fans. The dead was duly put to rest, and having eaten, priests and guests all broke up, assuming airs, as though having some affairs. Here is Onegin, village master, of farms and waters, lands and forests, complete possessor, but before it the foe of order and a waster, being happy that his former ways were modified to something else.